DIY closet shelves.
So in here I want to have some shelves. We took a dresser out earlier, and what I would like to put in here is, you know, a shelf up here and then probably 3 to 4 shelves so that I can put extra sheets in here and extra towels for our Airbnb guests.
Awesome, let's get started.
All right.
Okay, so when we put our 1x2s on to actually support the shelf, I just want to make sure we have stud. We need some structure to screw them in. We don't nail them in, we screw them in case we want to change things down the road. Because if you nail them in, sometimes you rip the drywall all up trying to get those 1x2s off. There is a stud here and there is a stud in this corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to just make our 1x2 the whole length of this piece here. So because of this 1x4 here, this piece up here is going to be shorter. It's going to be 19 3/4, and then the 3 shelves that are under it are going to be 20.5 inches. So the 1x2s that are on this wall are going to be 18 and 1 16 inches because it's going to tie in here to the shelf that's already there. And then we're going to just have these 1x2s the same length going down.
Are you helping us? Are you helping us?
Normally what I do is I put this one on first and then I do these. I would rather have the ones on the side really solid and in structure, so when that shelf is sitting on there, you know, each side has some support.
Action.
So to sort of speed this project up, I'm going to cut these 1x2s, and normally I would cut one, measure, cut, measure, but because things don't have to be perfect, right? It's just a support, it's covered by a shelf. I'm just going to measure it. Like the first one was what, 19 3/4, 20.5, and remember the saw blades, you're going to lose a little bit of, you know, thickness with the saw blade, but again, it's not going to matter. It's just going to do this kind of economies of scale to make it move along. So I could just probably use my chop saw. Maybe it's easier, I don't know, but I'm going to try to just kind of roll these out real quick. Table saw will do fine. Okay, so we have some extra in case we made a bad cut. Always have extra. All right, thanks, Homa. To save money, I'm just going to use hardware from what I already have. Okay, so we need to pre-drill the 1x2s so we don't split the wood on the ends. And also it gives a nice lumen so that the screw here can just kind of follow the path into the wall. So for the 1x2 that's not on the sides but at the back under the shelves, to get into structure because they're further from the corner where there's actually some 2x4, rather than going straight down, I'm exaggerating, but I will go at an angle. Okay, so that these screw heads seat a little nicer in here, we're going to use a countersink bit. 2 purposes. One is I don't have really longer screws, and also to sink this head down. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is determine how far apart we want these shelves, and we're going to go 14 inches apart. So we're going to put them level on the back wall first, these 1x2s. So we'll get one here, then another one 14 inches under this one, and down there 14 inches under. And by the way, I did find some longer screws, some decking screws to use, and I think the ones we had might be just a little bit too short. So what I like to do is put one side in and secure it, then I put the level on top of it to get the other side where I want it. And then so once this 1x2 is on securely, then we're going to go down and do the next one and so on. And so once those are on, then we'll do the sides, then we'll work on cutting the shelves and getting them installed. So here's 14 inches down, doesn't have to be exact but close. I'm going to drill a little bit at an angle going to the right so that this will bite into a stud. Okay, so we're going to get our little torpedo level out, and then we're going to straighten this. Of course, you could just do a line that's straight to know where to put your shelf at an angle here. Okay, we're secure. Level, level, yeah, everything's level. Just out of curiosity, is the top level? Nope. Now we're going to get our side pieces on.
Hi.
So we have our top shelf here, and this isn't quite straight, so we kind of had to improvise, and we're going to probably put like a little bracket under here to just tie those together a little bit, and maybe on the top at the back. And a couple of the holes here, I've got some white putty that I can put in there and just smooth it out, don't even have to paint it. But again, overall, you know, it looks nice, you know, and it's clean, it's white, has a little bit more of that minimal look. And if you compare the before we even painted the closet to now, I think you'll see quite a big difference. So again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give us a like, share this video, that way others can find us.